All right, third video. I know, so soon since the last one, but here we are. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is my hunch about JD Vance. So a lot of people have been saying JD Vance is really boring and he can't really pick a side and that he's not going to be the next heir. I think they're wrong. So I'm going against the grain on this one a little bit, but I actually do think JD will be somewhat of he will be the best successor probably possible for the GOP. And why do I say that? So first of all, he's got the funding. Peter Thiel, I don't think is going to pull out on this guy. Um, Certainly not while he's the vice president and with the state of Trump's health right now. And he's also part of the Catholic faction. And a lot of people are saying, like, okay, if he's part of the Catholic groypers, they're not necessarily down with Palantir and shit. Like, that's part of their conspiracy world. Not to say that Palantir isn't a big evil conspiracy, but that is Palantir gets weird in their lore. Anyway, yeah, I think though what will have to happen is I think he will have to pivot. So he is going to have to pivot from, well, not pivot, but more hide what's already there. So he's going to have to hide his ties to the tech bros more because people are catching on. They don't like Palantir. They don't like surveillance. They don't want digital ID. Like that shit's going to scare people when that starts coming out. So hide away from that as much as you can, JD, I'd say. And then probably like go to like the trad Catholic people. Like I could see him doing this. Like this is kind of a prediction. Like I I I really hope this doesn't happen. Like I hope MAGA is just totally fractured and absolutely nothing can save them in 2026, 2028. Um and the conservative movement just never forms again. I mean it will, but that's my hope. Um but I think if I do have a prediction. I do think JD will stick to the Nick Fuentes Catholic weird Nazi side of things. I think the Erica Kirk thing, it's wild, but I think it might happen, guys. Like I think she might marry JD and they dump Usha, even though they're having a kid right now. Like I think they just had Usha just had another baby, or they're expecting another baby. Sorry, and just I know it sounds crazy, but I really do think that they're gonna like he's gonna have to dump Usha because the white supremacists are not going to be down with that. And if this doesn't happen, then I think the movement just falls apart because they need something edgier than Trump, like to catch on. I feel like Trump got people so fucking amped up. I think they only want like more in that direction. And I think if they don't go in that weird evangelical direction, then they're probably not going to be united. I mean, they're already not united too, if you think about it. Like a lot of them are like are seeing the imperialism abroad, and they're not aligning with that. And then there's the Israel divide, and then there's like the Groypers, and then there's uneducated middle like centristy voters. Then there's still like your dyed in the wool mega. So there's a lot going on. I like the GOP, I think, could crush under its own weight. Probably will, but I'm still kind of holding on to my conspiracy theory. Sorry guys, just saw something weird out the window. Sorry guys. I'm still holding on to my prediction that JD actually will be somewhat of a successor, and unify the GOP. That is one possibility out of many. And I think that's why it's more important than ever that the Democrats do not nominate fucking Gavin Newsom to run against him, because I like people want a lefty, man. Like, you're converting, like, there's a lot of class consciousness in America right now, which is crazy to say. Like, who would have thought that would have happened ever? So we need like a strong left response. Like I said, like in my last video, like a figure like Zoran, a figure like Bernie, a figure like Tim Walz. I think he'd be in a great position, actually, and he seems to have done a lot of great things for his state. So, and he seems pretty electable and kind of like a football coach, which I think he was actually for high school. I think he would appeal to a lot of American voters, and potentially stop JD if it was him versus JD. But anyway, yeah, I think JD will be could be a valid successor.